Let's look at this soil, dry as a bone. This drought across the country is affecting everyone. And if you don't believe it, just wait till you see grocery prices going up. That's why I wanted to talk about managing your garden in the best possible way. You can still pull it through the drought, but with vegetables, you want to make sure that you're doing certain things right. They gotta have water. You see, water is essential. Unlike some plants, vegetables cannot respond to a drought by simply going dormant. They just die. You just want to make sure that the plants have consistent water. It's best to water in the early morning. You want to deep soak the soil around the plants. Avoid any water contact on the leaves. You really just want to soak the soil. And be consistent. Don't let the plants dry out and then come in with water and expect to save them. They're not going to produce any fruit if you let them become dry. You also want to eradicate any weeds as soon as they appear. Avoid letting weeds spread as they're going to compete for the water that your vegetables need. Now, to conserve some of that moisture, you can place an organic mulch such as grass clippings or leaves or straw or pine needles around your vegetables to reduce the loss of water to evaporation. And when you apply the mulch, you want to at least put down 1/4 inch. I'd recommend 2 or 3 actually. So you may be asking, how do I keep the soil consistently moist? Well, you can water your vegetables with a soaker hose. You see, this hose has perforations along its length. Place the hose along the rows of plants. Water at a low pressure for about 15 to 20 minutes. Again, early in the morning. Also, take advantage of Mother Nature. If you don't have a rain collection system, install one. Place a rain collection barrel under the gutters to collect rain and use it to water your garden. And when caring for your containers, one thing to think about is move them into some shade. All they need is morning sun when it's as hot as it is. And water them regularly and help conserve water. Think about using a drip irrigation system, and most certainly put a saucer under them to conserve that water. Now, we've talked about how to keep your plants from stressing out in the heat. How about some tips for us humans? My friend Brian Smith from the National Weather Service has some tips we should all think about.
One of the things that we encourage people to do during periods of hot weather, like in a drought, is to stay hydrated, drink plenty of non-alcoholic, non-caffeinated beverages. Avoid being outside during the hottest part of the day, which is usually mid to late afternoon. If you have to be outside, take frequent breaks. Wear lightweight, light-colored, and loose-fitting clothing. Make sure you're watering your plants. If possible, avoid watering during peak hours.